Perhaps I will start while they pull up the slides. My name is Michael Cook, and several weeks ago I was in China, and I was speaking at the Chinese Agriculture University. And I was invited to the College of Engineering. Now, I'm an economist, but I'm speaking in the college, or the Facultad de Ingeniería. And so I'm asking why. And I'm to give a workshop on the things I do research on. And in the room are 15 PhD students studying machinery cooperatives. These are engineers, and they're doing their PhD in machinery cooperatives. Now, China, in the year 2006, passed their first cooperative law that would allow for the incorporation of agriculture cooperatives. When I was there, in September 1st, there were 350,000 incorporated agriculture cooperatives within 2 years. Now, these type of cooperatives, I'm very interested. I'm working with a number of scholars from China to explore how they work and the motivation. But on my way home, I flew United Airlines. That's a worker cooperative. It's amazing. And we were eating bread made by Cargill and CHS, Horizon Milling, a joint venture. CHS is a large cooperative in the United States. But first I had a Sun-Kissed orange. Sun-Kissed is a cooperative from California and Arizona. And the word Sun-Kissed is the word for orange, naranja, in 13 countries. That one brand name, that is what you call branding, when a country uses your brand as the word for a product. And of course, I was drinking Ocean Spray cranberry juice, Welch's grape juice, and Florida Natural orange juice. All of them owned just by farmers. And then after lunch, we were eating, first I put butter on my bread, my Cargill CHS bread, and it was Anchor. Anchor's the brand name of Fonterra, the cooperative that controls 97% of the milk of New Zealand. And then we had Farmland Ham. And Farmland used to be a cooperative, and they declared bankruptcy in 2002. They're now owned by Smithfield, which is now owned by JBS, the Brazilian firm. Everything in the United States is going to Los Latinos. Okay. And so, but after, we were served two types of nuts. Almonds, almendras, with the brand name Blue Diamond. Again, a farmer-owned, brilliantly marketed nut company. And we were served nueces, walnuts, that said Diamond. Now, Diamond was a cooperative for 85 years and then publicly listed. And so the point I'm making is, wow, in the OECD countries, the 30 to 35 countries, agriculture cooperatives are very important. And what I would like to do today is to share with you some lessons we're learning from studying these cooperatives. It's a type of association per se. The studies that we're doing, by the way, there are 25,500 agriculture cooperatives in these 30 countries, and we have been interviewing the leaders of over 3,000 of them. And so we're building a very interesting database. So there are no production cooperatives, solely marketing or service or cooperatives of insumos, input cooperatives, okay? So what I'm going to do is share with you what we're learning from studying these organizations. What makes them successful, what leads to their failure, and I will do this in 10 minutes. Usually one of my slides takes 45 hours. So, but aquí estoy en Colombia y ustedes son mucho más inteligentes. So, 10 minutos and you will know it all. Well, lesson 1, I'm going to do 10 lessons. This is lesson 1, what we're learning. So, no matter what macro or social economic conditions or environment, bottom-up collective action. That means cooperatives or producer associations started at the bottom, not at the top. Started at the bottom, they emerge for one of 5 reasons. I only have 4 here, but that's to combat negative market power or abuses, market failure, economists call them, or to improve information ability, to avoid asymmetric information, to reduce transaction costs, to achieve scale and scope economies, and the 5th reason would be is to avoid credit rationing. Some of you have probably heard or worked with Rabobank or Crédit Agricole or Raiffeisen, Deutsche Bank originally, the Farm Credit System of the US, or even Grameen. All of them started as credit cooperatives. Very interesting. As a matter of fact, in Holland, France, Germany, and the US, this credit system that's owned by the farmers has probably played one of the most important roles in their long-term success. Okay? Lesson 2. Elinor Ostrom, along with Oliver Williamson, she's won the Nobel Prize this year. She won the prize for 3 things, but one of them was the development of her design principles. Now, I know she has visited this university, and when she visited, it was for her latest area of study, environmental and sustainability type studies. She works a lot in the commons. How do you avoid free riding? That's really critical. And in order to avoid free riding, or if we can relate to Jorge's question about can you put together groups that do not have a culture of working together? Or Clemente's, very interesting, we will work together because we are afraid. We have fear. Eleanor studied organizations, some that were 800 years old, but many of them 400 years old. And they are not publicly listed. No son sociedades anónimas. These are amazing organizations. And what did she find? What brought about? What were the principles that they adapted? These users, she calls them appropriators.